Good evening, all. This is Wild Weather here for LiveWeatherVlogs.com, and I wanted to talk about the storm system that's coming up, rather a wet one at that. Coming off a subtropical jet stream again, and it's another piece of energy. A upper level low came down here and is picking up all this moisture. You can clearly see on the infrared that the moisture is clearly gathering here and is aimed and poised to come ripping through the Mid-Atlantic and the New England states. Let's take a look at this on the water vapor map this evening, and you can clearly see that the connection here to the subtropical jet. We have one storm along the subtropical jet, and then another one up here that's come through a couple of days ago, producing an inch and a half of rain in just under 6 hours here in Media, Pennsylvania. And there was quite a bit of strong gusty winds with that. Well, this storm is no different. It's going to be a quick moving wet storm with plenty of rain along the mid-Atlantic coast. And then as the storm passes by, the cold air will start rushing in, changing this rain to snow out here in Ohio, western Pennsylvania, and then up into New England. This storm is another quick mover, but it has a little bit more potential to develop, and gets down to 992 millibars as it starts passing by the Poconos region. The winds could really start ratcheting up. Could be quite a strong fetch of southeasterly, south-southeasterly winds coming along the coast here. Could cause some 45, 50 mile per hour gusts along the coast, and even inland up to 40 miles per hour. Could knock down a few trees and have some scattered, isolated power outages. Nice feature here that one of our members, Mike, did, and asked him if I could use this. I really like this, and he's got it down pretty good here. The low may be a little bit further off to the west, but 992 millibars either way. You're going to get a strong gradient between the high to the north and then the low coming up with a southeasterly flow. Could be quite a bit of strong winds gusting along the coast, especially as you got the winds coming off the open water, and could be some minor beach erosion and tidal flooding before before the storm goes by. Once the storm goes by, the winds abruptly switch off to the northwest, and then that'll blow that out. But quite a bit, could be a few power outages tomorrow night. So get ready. And Mike had another nice little map here I wanted to bring out here. Here it is here. And he was looking at maybe some high power outage potential here along the Jersey shore and the Barrier Islands on the Cape May up to about Atlantic City, Ocean, what was that, up here into Long Beach Island and Long Island. You might want to include this area too, Mike. Southeasterly winds could really play havoc out here in the islands, on Long Island, and then up here in the Capes. So yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. It's a powerful storm system, and it's going to be moving fairly quickly. So, but you have to keep that in mind. It's a fast-moving storm. The rain, will probably be ponding on the roads. It'll be kind of tricky to be out, especially when the heaviest rain comes through. And then when that heaviest rain does come through, is when the potential for tapping into some of the winds aloft with this strong jet plowing up the east coast with this 992 millibar low developing could cause some straight line wind damage. So keep that in mind tomorrow night. May want to have a flashlight available just in case you are one of the unlucky ones in that isolated, scattered power outage area. It's not going to affect everyone, but the ground is quite saturated, especially inland areas here, and it wouldn't take much to take down a few trees with 45, 50 mile per hour wind gusts. Again, that's all I have for tonight. I wanted to leave you off, and this map pretty much says it all. I like this map. Again, the low pressure, maybe it's over in this area. Either way, it's going to ride up through New England. Look for snow to break out on the backside as Mr. Snow Miser here comes rolling back into the picture from southeast Canada. Maybe this is a storm, perhaps. That starts our pattern change. We shall see. But in any case, get ready for a rather wet and wild storm. A storm that only visit one location for 6 hours and be gone, but could leave its mark. This is Wild Weather for LiveWeatherBlogs.com. Mike, I want to thank you for letting me use this. This looks good. All right, have a good night, everyone. Stay safe and have your flashlight ready. Again, Wild Weather for LiveWeatherBlogs.com.